you, Rob. Let's hear it for Rob, everybody. Amazing, talented Rob. All right, everyone. Hello, I am Josh. I'm one of the senior animal trainers here at Sea Lion and Otter Stadium. And as a part of Inside Look, which is the event we have going on in the park, we're doing some trainer talks before every presentation. So this presentation of Sea Lion and Otter Spotlight will happen at 6 o'clock, but before that, you guys are in for a treat. You guys get to see a couple of training sessions, all right? So when we are done with these presentations throughout the day, you guys, get up, you had so much fun, the best time of your life, and you go out and you ride rides, you see other presentations in the park, you go on with your day. And then this stadium is empty, right? So a lot of our training happens when you guys are elsewhere. So the fact that you guys get to come in and see some of the training is a really, really cool thing about Inside Look, right? So if you haven't noted, or if you haven't already checked out some Inside Look zones throughout the park, you can go backstage all weekend long to some of our areas. Has anybody not done that? Has everybody been backstage at least somewhere today? Yeah, awesome. That's great. We love doing this. We love turning our park inside out so that you guys can see this. Now, there's many different types of interactions that we have with our animals. We can do training sessions, relationship sessions. We do exercises. We do husbandry behavior sessions. So there's so many things that we can do. There's about 6 different categories of types of interactions, and you guys are going to see 2 of those. One is a learning session. So in just a few moments, we're going to be joined by a little 2-year-old otter. He was born right here, October 2001, 2002. 2002. This year he'll be 2 years old, so that would be 2002, right? I'm terrible at math. So he's going to be 2 years old in October. He was born right here at the stadium, and he is learning to do some behaviors right here on this stage. So there's a behavior called a vending. Has everybody seen the presentation before? Anybody right here? Most of us, some of us haven't. Well, we call a behavior called the vending, and that's because it happens out of this vending machine, right? So obviously it's a piece of our set. This little hole, an otter comes out and goes to those double doors. Well, Tank is learning that behavior, and he's doing really, really well. But we do have a prop that looks like a Coke can, right? So the behavior for you guys, for the show, it looks like the otter is taking the Coke and running away with it, right? So it's a very cute behavior. Look out for that in this presentation. You will see that. So what we're doing with Tank is we're actually going to ask him. We're introducing the Coke can prop. It's not a real Coke can, but it looks like one. And we're introducing it to him here on this stage. So he's only seen it kind of backstage. So him having that and, with all of you guys, and when you guys are ready, I think I hear him out there. There you go. Yeah. Hi everyone, this is Paige. Paige is going to be interacting with Tank, and I'm going to kind of get out of the way here. So you can see Paige is kind of working with someone who is backstage, Ashley. Oh, there he is. Look how brave he is. Excellent. So this is an amazing training opportunity because you guys are out there, he can see you, he can hear you. You can see he's holding that. Perfect. That's good. Nice. So he's kind of figuring out how he can move that can. And to be honest, what we're looking for is him to carry it just like he just did. That was an excellent, excellent job. Or if he wants to just slide it on the floor, that's okay too. We're just wanting him to carry that. This is called a prop retrieval behavior. So the way that we train that is basically we kind of give him something, right? And then otters are very curious naturally, so when he's exploring that new object, he might pick it up, and then we will use our reinforcement to say, good job. Other way. So that was excellent. Let's give Tank a hand, everybody. Yeah, so it's very short and sweet. Otters are very curious animals, and we just apply reinforcement when we see a behavior that we want to be repeated, right? So if he picks it up, that's exactly what we're looking for. We're gonna apply reinforcement or a reward, right? And then eventually we'll start moving around, and if he takes it with him, that's another amazing thing that we're looking for. So eventually that can is gonna be placed right here at this vending machine, and he's gonna learn that, he has to take that can all the way to his trainer that's gonna be behind those double doors. So again, look for that behavior. It's at the very top of the presentation at 6 o'clock. So that is exactly what Mr. Tank is learning. By the way, he got his name Tank because he was born with 6 other siblings, and he was the largest, and he just looked like a tank, so he got the name Tank. Now, in just a moment, we're gonna be joined by another young animal. His name is Queso. Queso is an amazing sea lion. The first thing I want you to notice when you look at him is his whiskers. Sea lions' whiskers are actually called vibrissae. Okay, it starts with a V, vibrissae. And his whiskers or his vibrissae are super, super long. So next time you come back to the presentation, if you see a little sea lion running around with long vibrissae, that's Queso. He probably has the longest ones in our entire collection here. So Queso is going to be joined by Ashley, and she's actually going to do something that is called an exercise session. So how many people love to exercise? Yeah, some of us, yeah, exercise is good, right? It's super, super important for your physical health, your mental health, and for your heart, right? So when we exercise our animals, we are pinpointing all those same things, right? Now these guys will naturally exercise for themselves. You know how they interact with each other. There's nothing like us going through the paces with them. So there are certain behaviors that we can train our animals that are high energy behaviors. All right. So any of those high energy behaviors will help the animal heart rate go up. Now in our presentation, you'll see some jumps. You'll see some dives. You'll see some really high energy behaviors, and those are all good and well, and they serve a purpose. It helps show how amazing these animals are as far as their athleticism. But also, if we ask that animal to repeat a high energy behavior over and over and over, which they are obviously capable of doing, it actually increases their heart rate. And when their heart rate increases, they are exercising, and that is exactly what we're looking for. So this is Ashley, everybody, and this is Queso. All right, so we'll just watch Queso do his thing. I'm actually going to help her out and find some reinforcement for Queso. Perfect. There you go. Here, I have his lovely fish for you right here. So we're asking all these high energy behaviors to help exercise him. And again, that's really important for his physical health and his heart, right? So the way that we make sure that our animals are not, don't have a cold or some type of sickness is we actually train them on husbandry behaviors. And those husbandry behaviors is basically a fancy word to say any behavior that helps him voluntarily participate in his own health care. So our vets can come and get a voluntary blood sample from him. That's how we can keep track of their health, right? And part of keeping them healthy is doing something like that we all need, right? Is exercise, and that's exactly what's happening right now. You can see he's, very into it. These guys are naturally, very athletic animals, right? They're predators. They hunt for their food in their natural environment, so they have a built-in strength to them, right? So we use that to exercise them, right, and to make sure that they stay healthy. So another way to exercise is, believe it or not just high energy behaviors, but we can ask our animals to hold their breath. And you might want to ask, how do we ask them to hold their breath? Well, we can ask them to go into the water just like that, and Ashley can actually ask him to sink down and hold his breath, right? So if you ever try to run, say you run a mile and then hold your breath, it's going to be hard to hold your breath, right? Because your heart rate's up, you're out of breath. We can actually ask them to hold their breath to get that heart rate. Again, his heart rate's going, and it's going to also increase their heart rate. Now, sea lions naturally, they'll probably hold their breath for maybe 2 minutes, while they're hunting. That's probably average, but they can hold their breath up to 10 minutes. If they're diving deep and they're really going down to search for prey or anything like that. So thank you, Ashley, so much for exercising Mr. Queso here. We really appreciate that. I did not mention his age, so I apologize. Queso is going to be turning 7 years old this summer, so he'll be 7. So he's only 6 years old. He's 6.5 right now. So that is an amazing testament to the type of training he has. I mean, he's just a young animal, but he's so solid. He's such a rock star. Did you guys notice his vibrissae, how long they were? They're very elegant. Well, we hope you guys enjoy just a little tiny taste of our training and what type of interactions we have with our animals while you guys are out enjoying the rest of your day here. Don't worry, our presentation will start in 5 minutes, and we will see you guys then. Thank you.